Um, I was at the Marysville station for the Customs and Border Patrol on Willow Street Tuesday.
Okay, I'm sorry, who am I speaking with, please?
My name's Roger.
Okay.
And I just walked around the perimeter of the property. I found some litter, probably thrown out by drivers passing by, things like that. I saw some disorderly pallets in some kind of a haphazard wreck area in the northwest corner there. And then a truck pulled in, a Border Patrol Customs truck. And I went to the gate, and an agent approached. He asked what I was doing, and I told him I was inspecting the perimeter and looking at the equipment, checking on maintenance and things. I asked him his name, and he wouldn't tell me his name. And then I told him, well, my job's done, because whenever I see a federal law enforcement agent and they refuse to identify, I have to report that to the Department of Justice. And then I left. I went about my day because my job was done. And then a couple minutes later, I have it on video, he peeled out around the corner, losing traction, pulled up next to me to snap a picture on his cell phone of me while I was in public with my face uncovered, clearly visible to anybody who would want to stop and take my picture. I don't think I'm that attractive, but when he was done, he was on the Busha Highway. It's a 50-mile-an-hour zone. He just pulled a U-turn out in front of oncoming traffic both directions. I got it on camera. You can clearly see it. And went back to the station, I presume. So I'm trying to figure out how I proceed with my complaint on the ethics violation for improper use of the federal vehicle and committing a traffic violation in my site.
Yeah, well, I don't know if there was an ethics violation, but
It's okay to pull a U-turn.
this is not the office that you would report it to.
That's why I'm on the website, and I have the ethics contact chart, and you're the nearest location to take to the Marysville station. I figured at least you'd be able to tell me who to call. Is that fair?
Yeah, I am not sure who you would call, sir.
Well, I think that a law enforcement agent engaged in the course of his official performing his duties using a federal vehicle to illegally perform a U-turn for no reason whatsoever. There's no reason he couldn't have gone up the road and pulled into a parking lot and turned around like a normal person. He was causing a hazard while on duty using your property. That's not an ethics violation. I'm reading the Code of Ethics here, and it says improper use of motor vehicle. That's a clear traffic violation. Anybody would be pulled over and ticketed for that, at least. He could have hurt somebody. So I want to report it to the ethics department. You're the one. You're the one that's listed.
Yeah.
You're the ethics contact.
I don't think a traffic violation constitutes an ethics violation.
What was your name, please? I'm sorry, I never asked.
Yeah, this is Karen.
All right.
Your name's Karen.
This is the Detroit.
Traffic violation isn't an ethics violation, everybody.
I'm going to put this in writing. I don't understand why committing a crime isn't an ethics violation.
Well, now you're jumping to a lot of conclusions.
Illegal U-turn is against the law. He committed it in plain sight. It says in your thing. That's what I want to report. You're going to argue with me whether it's ethical to commit a crime in my presence. Are traffic infractions not crimes?
I'm just saying that this would not be the office to report a traffic infraction to.
And well, it was a federal employee committing an ethics violation under the Code of Ethics that I'm reading right here. The Code of Ethics is right in front of me. Prohibition against
unauthorized use. I couldn't find the words because she dumbed me down. Not an ethics violation.
Code of Ethics. It's on your website. Same with your contact information. How is that not an ethics violation? Improper use of federal vehicle.
You straight up told me.
A U-turn under those circumstances. Now I can provide you with the link to the video that I recorded and made available to the public for everybody to see. I'd be happy to share that with you. I shared it with the rest of the world. Okay. I got to make sure that I live around here. I don't need my federal agents driving around like maniacs. Do it.
Why?
Proper use of a vehicle.
Who would I report the ethics violation to? Would I report it to the ethics contact?
I want to submit a complaint to somebody. Should I just go to the station and ask for the complaint form? Do you have complaint forms in the lobby?
I don't know if they have complaint forms in the lobby. If you want to submit what you have in writing, we could go from there.
I can mail it to your address.
Okay.
Or email it if you prefer. I don't know what's better for you.
Sending it by mail is fine.
Okay. That's great. And who would I address it to? Who's in charge?
The Office of the Assistant Chief Counsel.
S-E-L, Chief Counsel. Care of?
Just the Office of the Assistant Chief Counsel, and it will be handled as our mail is normally handled.
There's no
The address.
boss at your address. I have the address. I just want to put a name on the envelope.
Yeah, the Assistant Chief, it's the Office of the Assistant Chief Counsel, and the Assistant Chief Counsel will receive the letter.
What's his name or her name?
His name is Kevin Marsh.
Thank you so much. You're doing great, Karen. I appreciate you. I have the address, and I can put everything in writing, and I can mail it to you and the Department of Justice, and I'll include the link to the video so that you can see what everybody else can see and what I saw. You guys can make the determination, but that's what I want to report. Is that just to me, I'm reading the Code of Ethics, and they're not allowed to do that. And then I want the public record, but I'll submit the FOIA request once I find out his name. That's another problem. He was walking around inside the restricted area with camouflage pants and a tank top shirt. I don't know if he had a badge, but he came up approaching me, asking me questions, and then said he wasn't going to tell me his name. That's all inappropriate. All of what he did was inappropriate.
The address is 211 West
I got it.
Court.
I got your address. I'm continuing with my complaint. You're my government agent, and I'm redressing my government. So I think that's enough. So if you want to go ahead and go on about your day, I hope it's a good one. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'm getting lost here. But you guys, you saw what I saw. Wherever, did they just switch the website around? These links aren't looking familiar. Oh boy. Standards of conduct, that's where it was. And it's page 3. Government use of vehicle, no, page 10. So this is the standards and ethics. This is all the paperwork on all their standards and ethics. That was the contact to report an ethics violation. That's the ethics contact chart. And Detroit is the closest, whatever she said, office of the place. So the vehicles, there's a whole code. This one, nah. this is all who they can transport, who can go in their cars. And it's all related to government officials, Supreme Court president, diplomats. That's who they're allowed to transport, it says. But they can only do it in, it's the official capacity. Employees will not use or authorize the use of a government-owned vehicle except for official purposes, like those deemed essential to the successful completion of an official mission. I don't think taking my picture is an official mission. And then, I mean, it's fine if he wants to do that, but do it in his own vehicle, man. Get your own car. Come take my picture. I didn't know I was that pretty, everybody. And then observe all applicable state, federal, local laws. And here we are. I just want to, look what he does. He's taking my picture. And I show it the license plate because that's how I'm going to get his identification. There's cars coming both directions when he did that in a 50-mile-an-hour zone. And there's parking lots, entrances just up around that curve there. There's a whole nother road he could have just turned down and went around the block. But he had to peel out and squawk his tires, lose traction on the pavement on a state highway. And what's that say? What did we determine? It said, all applicable state and local traffic laws. So it doesn't matter if it was a residential 25-mile-per-hour zone. That would violate the local law. It violated the state law on the state highway. That was Busha Highway, everybody. Like, this is why this is how they act, because we don't watch them. They need babysitters. And here's their rules, everybody. Here's their rules. I support law enforcement. These are their rules. Blue water transparency. That's enough. I have to head down there and follow up and get that guy's name with the FOIA request. I'm going to just go ask them for their FOIA request form and fill it out, because it was the license plate number, the time of day, and he probably didn't call nobody, but it doesn't matter. The license plate and the time of day, I got the video that it shows the violation, so I need his name and badge number. They don't have badge numbers, but they have federal ID numbers anyway. Don't forget to like and share and comment. Nobody's commenting. Is everybody just agreeing that this is okay, or is everybody disagreeing that this isn't okay? Are law enforcement using it for training purposes? Did you want to thank me for that? I know the Port Huron Police Department got their list. I made sure because it goes with my complaint. Dissemination to the public for everybody to see. I don't edit nothing. Nothing gets cut out. All my mistakes are there. My behavior is there. Tell me how I'm doing. And I comment on somebody else's video and everybody wants to tell me that the words I read are wrong. I post my own video and I'm just right. Come on. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm upset at Karen at the official contact list for these fools. Let's go get the, what's it called? Assistant Chief Counsel. Kevin Marsh. Man, it's like pulling teeth with these guys. I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks a million. God bless if you believe in that thing.